When my company announced the annual gala, I knew it would be a monumental evening. It wasn't just a party. It was where careers were noticed, deals whispered in corners, and promotions hinted over flowing champagne. My wife, Amanda, had been urging me to attend, saying it would be good for us. At first, I believed she meant supporting me. Later, I realized she had her own motives. She worked at the same firm and had grown unusually close to a new hire, a brash, flashy man named Derek. He swaggered around as if he owned the place, calling himself an alpha, and Amanda seemed captivated by his charm. I ignored it for weeks, convincing myself she was merely being friendly. But the gala changed everything. The event was held in a majestic ballroom, chandeliers sparkling above, waiters gliding past with trays of wine. I arrived with Amanda at my side, but the moment we entered, she slipped away to Derek. They laughed, whispered, and brushed arms. Colleagues noticed, and a wave of humiliation struck me. When I approached, Amanda offered an uneasy smile. Derek smirked. "Ah, the lucky husband," he said, voice thick with mockery. "Man, you must have a lot of confidence, letting her out of your sight with guys like me around." The surrounding colleagues chuckled nervously. My fists clenched, but I stayed quiet. Public confrontations rarely end well. Throughout the evening, Derek continued his jabs. He mocked my work, calling me background staff, while boasting about his ambitious plans. He casually draped his arm around Amanda's waist, asserting dominance. Every insult was deliberate, every smirk crafted to belittle me. Amanda didn't stop him. If anything, she seemed delighted. But I had a plan. Derek had been skirting company rules. I'd overheard him brag about manipulating expense reports and misusing funds to impress clients. He thought he was untouchable, the golden boy. He didn't realize HR already had a file on him. They just needed a reason to act. Instead of sulking, I decided the gala would be both his stage and his undoing. When Derek sneered, "Maybe one day you'll be at the big table with us, huh?" I smiled, calm and collected. "Actually," I said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "I've been meaning to ask HR about some of your expense reports. They seem creative." His face twitched, but he quickly laughed it off. Amanda shot me a sharp glance. The seed had been sown. Whispers began circulating. Derek wasn't used to being challenged, especially by someone he thought inferior. Later, while Amanda danced with Derek, I approached a senior HR manager at the bar. Casually, I repeated Derek's own words, no exaggeration. HR listened carefully, nodding, their expressions tightening. "Thank you," they said firmly. "We'll handle it." That was all I needed. The trap was set. Derek's arrogance only escalated. At one point, he raised a glass and toasted to strong men who can handle strong women, winking at Amanda while staring at me. Laughter echoed, but now it sounded hollow. People had heard my remark. They were watching him differently. 2 weeks later, the fallout hit. HR conducted an internal audit. Derek's expense reports were fraudulent. His client dinners unauthorized. Every violation left a paper trail. Within days, he was terminated. Colleagues whispered about his disgrace. Amanda looked stunned, as if the man she admired had vanished. Meanwhile, I walked through the office with quiet pride, no longer the target of mockery. At home, Amanda confronted me. "Did you do this?" she demanded, voice trembling. I looked at her calmly. "I didn't do anything. He did it to himself. I just stopped protecting him." She said nothing. For the first time, she saw me not as the quiet, patient husband, but as someone unwilling to be humiliated. In the end, Derek disappeared from the company's memory, a cautionary tale murmured in break rooms. Amanda and I, things were never the same. She had revealed too much at that gala, her delight in my embarrassment, her attraction to arrogance over loyalty. I couldn't forget it, but I didn't regret what I did. At the gala, my wife's alpha tried to humiliate me, and I didn't just survive. I turned the tables, letting HR finish the job. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud. It's quiet, calculated, and absolute.